What is going on, guys? It's Kevin here with ModMyMods, and it is a lovely Friday afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the ModMyMods news update. Hopefully the audio sounds quite a bit better now that I got this fancy-dancy Arozzi mic, thanks to the high regards of Shellback Tech in his recommendations. I definitely think that this thing is pretty decent and has definitely improved the quality of everything. The one thing that I do have kind of like a little small issue with is that it's so good that it actually picks up a lot more fan noise than I would prefer it to. I'm not sure what you guys feel, how you guys feel about it. So I'm just going to be quiet for 2 seconds here, and you tell me if you hear the hum in the background. Hopefully it's not terrible, but I mean, because I'm also monitoring it in my headphones and stuff like that, it's kind of a little weird, to be honest with you. It's nice to be able to monitor it, but it's also kind of odd to hear myself. I don't exactly like hearing myself talk because, well, it's in my head all the time anyways, so I don't really want to hear it anyways. But that is beside the point. As long as you guys don't mind it and it seems pretty decent and it's not crazy overdone or anything like that. Maven says it's not, she hears it, but it's very faint. Travis also says it sounds like typical room noise, very mild. Okay, cool, which is good. Again, we can adjust the settings on the back of the microphone, but hopefully it's a lot better than it was before, because again, I'm not trying to blow anybody's eardrums out, but I also want it to sound good, right? You guys you come in to hear me talk, and so now that it's not piercing anybody's ears, hopefully it'll be a little bit more enjoyable. So, without further ado, I got a little bit of news to go over, and then I actually need your help, is what it comes down to. I don't know the most about what we're going to talk about, and I would like your suggestions and your feedback. So, again, let's start the news. The one thing that I was taking a look at is that Shellback Tech Travis, who is also in the chat here, is putting together this awesome patriotic build, obviously using the EK Waterblocks patriotic block that they got here. It looks really awesome. I really like the cables in the red, white, and blue that you're going with here. I think it's pretty cool. I think you could put a red, white, and blue a little bit more on the cables, but hey, that's just me. I like the blue cable up top. I think that's cool, but maybe you should throw some blue on that 24 pin. But I think it looks great, man. Keep up the good work. Obviously, Travis does a lot of builds for disabled veterans and first responders and stuff like that. So if you can and you would like to support him, take a look at his Facebook page, is Shellback Tech. He also has it on Twitter and Instagram as well, and you can get a link to his, I think it's a link tree, but it'll bring you to the place that you can actually donate to it. So he's going to do blue in the fluid and the PSU shroud. Well, that'd be good. That'd be good. I don't know, that 24 pin kind of looks like a flag to me. So I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. Good work. Again, Travis ended up sharing something that I thought was horrid and hideous, but I thought I would share with you guys. Yep, there it is. That's how you start with Intel processors, right? You scrape all that off, right, and get rid of all that. Actually, I think that's an AMD. Sorry, who am I kidding? Yeah, ew, disgusting. I can't believe you shared that. It's very upsetting. Makes me cringe a little bit. But that's beside the point. Some people don't know any better. That is not what you do. You don't do that ever. Ever, 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 ever. I don't know how many more evers I need to put in there, but no, never. Yes, this right here, it hurts to watch this. Yes, you're absolutely right. So, let's get away from this. But let's talk about some more cringeworthy things. Like this beauty that I found on the internet, which I was like, oh, he was like, hey, I need some help with a new, I got a power supply and I need some support. And, well, that looks like, yep, that's a block of wood with a, let me just go in a little bit closer. Yeah, that's a block of wood which looks to be like an old syringe or medical container with a bottle cap underneath it. I like the budget side of things. That's fantastic. However, you took the time to cut this piece of wood that wasn't the right height to begin with. Yeah, so about that. That's not the only time I've seen this. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a look at, well, obviously this build that was put together by Mike Peterins, but we're going to come back to that here in a second. We're going to come back to the build because I wanted to talk about a little bit of Products 101. The reason that I wanted to talk about that is because, well, you know, people are talking about, oh, I need help and strut support. Well, hey, guess what? We got one. It might not necessarily fit depending on what your clearance is inside of your computer case, but you can get one from us. We call it the ModMyMods adjustable GPU strut, and it ranges anywhere from, let's just bring this over here. Boom. Go. All right. So the smallest length that it does come in is about 70 millimeters, and then it extends all the way up to about 110. Yeah, 110 millimeters. So we do have that available, you know, in case you don't exactly want to use a piece of wood in your medical box and stuff like that. You know, just a thought. We do have one. You know, it's possible. You could get one from us, and then you wouldn't have the, you know, the wood. But that's beside the point. Andre, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us today. On top of that, for Products 101, I wanted to share this photo that was sent to us by our good friend David. He was actually one of the many customers who have ordered the custom Fantex panels, and he actually sent that to us this morning. And this is actually the airflow design for the ShiftX. I'm pretty sure he also had the order of the replacement panels sent as well. But regardless, I think that airflow front panel looks pretty dang good for the ShiftX. And we also have a couple different patterns as well. If you go to custom services here and go to the Fantex case mods, you can actually see it. You can go and basically pick which one that you have. If you click on one of the ShiftX back panel or front panel, doesn't really matter. You can go and check out all the different designs that we have here. Obviously, we have you gotta, if you're going to you know, send in your own panel, that's no big deal. You can send it in to us. We'll get you, you know, as soon as it arrives, we'll start to cut it. Some of the designs are a little bit more expensive than the others just because of the fact that it takes a little bit longer for the machine to actually cut it. So you kind of have to put a price on how long the machine's working. So, but if you want just the airflow or the slant design, which this is the airflow, the slant design is the square or the triangle looking one here. Those are actually just $100. Now, if you want the replacement panel, $35 on top of the actual price, so ultimately about $135. And then you can you choose the design, yeah, okay, and then you can say if you want filter material or not. Some people don't want the filter material; they just want straight flow. I get that. That's cool too. The filter material does inhibit some of the airflow that comes through there. Not anything crazy, but it does impact it a little bit. So, and we have the ability to put that on there for you or have it removed regardless of which one. Obviously, our customer David here wanted it on there, so we got it taken care of for him. That's not a big deal. But again, we have that available for all the different versions of the panels, whether it be the Shift, the Evolve X, the regular Evolve, which we've been doing for a while, the Entho Elite. We also can do the custom ones, like if you don't have a Fantex case and you're trying to do the case, the Be Quiet case, like the Dark Base 900 and the 900 Pro and the 800 and stuff like that, we can do those. We just don't have them exactly listed on our site just yet. So if that's something that you want, just send us an email, support@modmymods.com. Brony will definitely get you taken care of and pointed in the right direction But this is the base area of where you would go in order to find these panels. So that is pretty much it for that. And yeah, see, there's the other one that I saw today that was like, ooh, GPU, oh my god, he jammed a car in there. Little die-cast, probably 1/64th size car. But, you know, we sell that. We sell that GPU strut. That was around here somewhere. Where is it? Right here. There it is. So you can check it out. Mod 0270. Or if you just type in GPU strut up in the search bar, it'll pop right up for you. So, that is it for Products 101. So, I wanted to show off this incredible build that our good friend Mikey P over, I think he's in Belgium, pretty sure. He's way over there, I know that. But he put this awesome build together here for Be Quiet inside of, I'm pretty sure it's the 900B, the 900P, the Pro, dark base. That he is putting together. Obviously, everything's all flipped upside down and square and like all sorts of back assward that you wouldn't typically normally do. But he got some really, really cool stuff in there. He's got that custom distro plate that you can actually buy. I'm pretty sure it's the Bits Power one, hence all of the Bits Power stuff that's inside of here. But I thought it was a pretty neat build, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And again, Mikey P knows what he's doing, and he's been doing this for quite some time, and has really put some pretty cool work and pretty quality work into this particular build. So I thought I would share that with you guys. I know the past couple weeks we were talking about chairs. Did you guys see this crazy ass chair that Logitech put together with Herman Miller? It's unbelievable. So finally somebody decided to make a gaming chair that doesn't suck, that costs a pretty penny, and is actually ergonomical. It's supposed to be one of the most comfortable chairs ever. If you know anything about Herman Miller, they make like unbelievable quality office equipment and chairs and stuff like that, mostly designed for the ergonomical type of stuff. So if you're sitting in a chair for 8 to 10 hours or whatever, and you don't want your back to feel like it's falling apart, this is definitely one of the chairs that you might want. Andre says it's not worth $1,500. I don't know, man. Have you ever sat in like a Han chair, or you ever sat in a Herman Miller chair, like a real one? I mean, I kind of view it like your bed, right? You know, how much money are you gonna spend on your bed? You're not gonna go and spend $200 on your bed because, well, you lay in the damn thing too much, right? You wanna be laying on a nice fluffy cloud, or some of us like to lay on concrete, you know, a nice solid firm bed, you know, that's fine too. But it's definitely reasonably priced for it being a full ergonomical chair and a gaming chair at the same time. So I'm pretty impressed with that. But yeah, if you have the chance to sit in one of those chairs, either by Herman Miller or by Han, what's the other one that makes them? There's another one. I can't remember what the hell it's called. Arion. Is that what it is? Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Arion. It's the other company that makes crazy ass chairs. Sit in one. You will be surprised that you're not spending that much money on a chair. But again, Logitech went above and beyond. They made this crazy chair. It is definitely expensive as hell. It's $1,500. We're gonna go to the website just to see and take a look at it. But again, it's so your vertebrae doesn't get all effed up by sitting here, and you know, you're not squishing your discs if you're a fat guy like me in ways that you're not really supposed to. It's got like the cooling foam stuff, and you know, again, I would love one. I don't know if Joe will buy me one. Probably not. But you know, dude, it comes with a 12-year warranty. No assembly required. I don't believe that. Just roll the chair right out of the box and start gaming. Well, there you go. There's that's why, you know, it's probably $200 just for this damn crate. Maybe. I don't know. But it's pretty cool. You get free standard shipping, no hassle returns, and a 12-year warranty. That's pretty damn nice for a gaming chair. Again, you are paying a pretty penny for, what you get. And again, Herman Miller knows ergonomics and design and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I thought it was something that something we should take a look at. That's for sure. 12 years. Yeah, Andre, I'm sold if it's 12-year warranty. Yeah, exactly. Oh, my back bolts or something started coming out. They'd be like, okay, here you go. Here's a new one. Or whatever. I would imagine they're probably going to want to try and fix it before they give you a new one, but that's beside the point. So yeah, pretty neat. Pretty cool that Logitech went and did that. Again, it's above and beyond when it comes to regular gaming chairs. It's pretty good. That warranty is better than my car warranty. Yeah, no shit. Ain't that the truth? All right, so I know I was asking you guys. I have a question and I have a concern, and well, I have something that's coming up in the next couple weeks, couple months for me. I'm moving. I got a house that we ended up buying, but more importantly, when you end up moving and you end up changing out your subscriptions for, your internet or for your cable and TV and that type of shit, what ended up happening is that the new place that I'm moving to has fiber internet, which is incredible. So on top of fiber internet being insanely fast, what it comes down to is that the router that I have is no slouch, but it's definitely not anything really to write home about. So my question is, what do you guys suggest is one of the best routers, the wireless routers and wired routers that are out there that will support gigabyte speeds, right? So the reason that I ask that is because when you go to Greenlight, who is an amazing company that's actually competing with Spectrum and Time Warner Cable, and get that shut out of here. We finally have Greenlight, which is a much cheaper, much faster, much more reliable fiber internet, which is awesome. It takes a little bit longer of a time to actually get them, to come out and set it all up and everything like that. However, the speeds and the pricing are just unbelievable. I think for $50 a month, you get 500 down, 500 up. So yeah, Time Warner, try and beat that. You ain't gonna. So I wanted to know, because I'm not exactly a wireless type of guy, and to be honest with you, I always hardline my computer. Now, in the time being, we've kind of moved temporarily to kind of alleviate some of the bills before we actually move into our house. So what we're having issues with now is that, well, the router that we have at where we're staying actually doesn't have the greatest wireless. I have multiple repeaters that are set up, and it's on a mesh and everything like that. However, the speed isn't so great. The wireless signal sucks. My Roku decides to die whenever the hell it feels like it. If you go upstairs, you don't get any service whatsoever, any sort of wireless internet or anything like that. I mean, it's borderline at best. So my question is that when you go down and you start scrolling through this recommended routers, AC 1900 or better speed rating, and dual band AC, which can do the two frequencies, and an Ethernet cable, and blah 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 blah. Okay, I get it. Ethernet is fast because you can support gigabyte speeds as long as it has gigabit port. Okay, I understand that, because, well, that's typically what I use. You just go, yep, plugs in, and then plugs into the computer, and guess what? Damn fast. Okay, so temporarily, we need a better router where we are. So we're getting signed up for Greenlight in the temporary space as well. But it comes down to is that the TP-Link router that I have is just not cutting it. It's not able to broadcast the signal strong enough, I guess, throughout the rest of the house, and it's also not fast enough for all of the devices that are being used. So I guess my question is to you guys, what do you guys suggest using? So for the place that we're at, we're sharing the router with a couple other people as well, so figure there's probably 15 devices or so on that router at one time, whether it be phones, whether it's a PlayStation, whether it's my computer, whether it's the laptop, whatever. To upgrade them, when you get into this whole AC rating, right? I didn't really exactly know what this meant, but basically the 1900 means that the speed is divided between the two channels, and depending on which router you end up getting, can depend on your speeds. So I started looking at the amazing fast. Oh, excuse me. The amazingly fast and the different routers that they have for sale. Now, obviously, you're starting to talk about buku dollars for what I would consider a router. I haven't really spent more than $100 on a router ever, and now we're looking at like $200-300 items. So, whatever you guys think is one of the best routers that you guys have, or you think that will work with the new internet. I got Kalixi here wondering if Security Gateway Pro 4 with the cloud. Yeah, but it's like $700, man, and I don't know if I can exactly shell that out with buying a house, because it's like, a couple thousands of dollars to do that, which sucks. And again, I'm hoping what we can hopefully discuss here is what router out of the couple that I have picked out here that are relatively on the cheaper side of things that would work. So my boss actually runs an AC 3200. This is the slightly slower one, which is the Asus AC 2900, which again is it's almost a 2 gigahertz dual core processor and has all this crazy stuff on it. That has the home Wi-Fi and all that good stuff. I haven't really seen much of many bad things about this router. I have seen that it does, the 2 different channels. It does, quite a bit of fast processing and that type of stuff. I'm hoping that it will broadcast large enough band throughout the entire house that it will be able to do that. I can also loan you an Airport Extreme for a 6-pack of beer. No, I don't want that Apple garbage. No. What that crap? Get it out of here. I'll give you a 6-pack of beer, though. I think I owe you 1 or 2. So between the couple different ones that I have picked out here, the AC 2900 by Asus, which is one. I have, this is the other one that I was looking at, which is the AC 3100, Asus as well. And then I was also looking at, this was suggested by Brony, which every time I go over, there's probably 6 or 7 of us just hammering his Wi-Fi. But the Nighthawk series, this is actually the R7000, the AC 1900, which is significantly cheaper. Yeah, sure. Okay. But again, this is kind of where my knowledge of wireless routers kind of stops. Like, at my house, we didn't really need a whole hell of a lot because, we weren't doing crazy speeds. But now that we do have crazy speeds, 500 up, 500 down, and we have multiple wireless sources or wireless devices that need a wireless source that can handle it, what do you think is probably one of the better options that are out there? The Nighthawk looks pretty dope. Don't get me wrong. I think that's awesome. They have the 2300 for just a little bit more, which, again, all of these prosumer routers kind of suck. Yeah, I know, but again, I don't exactly have $1,000 to drop on wireless internet just right this second. I agree with you, though. Once you get up into like the crazy routers, like what you were talking about there, the BIGKevin or whatever the hell that is. There's also another one that is by Netgear. I'm trying to remember what the hell it's called. One of the mesh routers or something like that. I don't remember which one exactly it was, but it's like about $600-700, and you get dual units, and you can put them, throughout the house and whatnot. Again, in order to save a couple dollars, again, I'm moving, so I don't really have tons of money to begin with, especially with all the housing stuff and all that type of shit. Out of these routers, which one would you suggest would be the best? Calixi says, save the money and buy the Nighthawk. I kind of agree. That's kind of where I was leaning towards. $240 for a dual band. I mean, that's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but you know, that I don't know. Again, this is where my knowledge goes completely out the door, because, well, you know, again, I'm used to having a cable. You just go, yep, in, and then it's fast. So whatever you guys think is probably where I'll go. I'll take all of your advice and make a educated decision here. Squeethus said, I'd stay away from the AC1900. Might want to output anything faster than 250 megabytes a second. Spent 4 days trying to figure it out. Ended up dropping 300 on a new one. Plugged it in and boom. It worked fine. I tried stock versions and steered away from some people saying they had custom. Yeah, see, I also have read that about, like, running DDWRT, you know, to make it a custom setup and flashing the router and stuff like that. I would imagine that the Nighthawk does DDWRT and allows you to do all sorts of stuff. That's what I'm running at home. Again, but when I'm only using 2 devices at a time, there's no real lag with it at all. But again, that was like a sub $100 router. I think it was like $60. So it's, I don't know. Drop some comments in the chat here. I'll take a look and see what you guys think. But basically, any sub $200 wireless router that you think will support quite a bit of abuse when it comes to having multiple devices and having hopefully a computer hardwired to it, the you know, any of those, let me know, keep me posted, and we'll see what's going on with that, and I will make a decision, and I'll let you know. I'll probably let you know by Tuesday of next show, and we'll figure out which one, you know. So on a lighter and funnier note, how many of you are baseball fans? I know I'm a huge baseball fan. I got Yankee stuff all over the place. However, every game they have a ceremonial first pitch, right? Before they, actually start the game, they have somebody come out who's usually relatively famous, or somebody who's a higher up or something like that, comes out and throws the first pitch, and usually makes it to home base, right? Well, did you see what Dr. Fauci, I call him Fauci, but did you see what Fauci did last night? It's unbelievable. So I figured I would show this to you, because all right. So there he is, Dr. Fauci. You are probably a very intelligent person. And, I have high respect for all the doctors and everybody that are out there. But sometimes you should just, stick to your day job, right? Because what the hell was that? Well, hold on, I gotta play it again, because it was so bad. I mean, I think I could shot put that better. And that's pretty much, yeah. Yeah, man. Don't quit your day job. I give you all the power in the world to go out there and, throw that pitch. But my God, that was rough. So, in lieu of that, why don't we take a look at the worst celebrity pitches that I have found? I found a little compilation here, because this is damn funny. This is Carly Rae Jepsen, who is a Canadian singer, I think is what she is. She's a pop star or whatever. And, she totally screwed the pooch on that one. This is Carl Lewis. He also, go back to... Oh, dude. It hurts. It hurts so bad, It hurts so bad in here when it's just like, yeah. Oh no. Oh, boy. It can't be much worse. I was surprised to see this. Jordan, of all people. Michael Jordan, just let's pause it here. Michael Jordan actually used to play baseball. And he was for the Washington White Sox. Or, sorry, Chicago White Sox. So, like, I would imagine that he'd be decent. Which, at least he made it. He made it past home plate, so that's good. I'll give him that. But, you know, sometimes even the best of us, Mr. Obama himself, yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad. At least it made it, you know. Fauci didn't even make it to the damn plate. Nolan Ryan, Jesus, he's a Hall of Famer. And, yeah. Well, he hasn't done it in a while. It's probably been about 20 years, maybe 30 years since he actually did that. So, I mean, I guess I get it. You know, but these are bad. These are just bad. You know? Oh my God, I remember this. 50 Cent. Yeah, dude, that was awful. That was awful. And, all right, so we'll watch the last bad one here, which was terrible. Here it is. Yes, Miss Texas. Can't. Okay. All right, lady. Again, don't quit your day job. So, I wanted to hopefully redeem ourselves a little bit here because there are some pretty awesome pitches, though. Watch this. Oh, that was a strike. Let's watch that again, because I mean this is like the. Oh man, I would have swung at that ball. I would have definitely swung at it and struck out on that. And then you got Jerry. Oh my God, this is another one that was really awesome. Which again, thought it was really cool.
Slamming the jacket there. Then with the exaggerated windup comes sidearm like Terry.
Oh, again, another strike. I would definitely say that is definitely another strike. Didn't care for that. Didn't care for this one. But oh, and then they had the Emirates flight attendants, right? So there she is and she's in full get up, complete like heels and all, right? Whew. It's a bit outside, but hey, that was pretty damn good. I'll tell you what. That's not bad. And now this girl is just the next one that's coming up is pretty cool. Obviously, it's not straight from the actual pitcher mound, but damn, I don't think I could do a front flip like that. Not gonna happen. And then these kids obviously designed, as you can hear, like they designed a pitching robot that can actually throw a strike, which is pretty awesome, pretty cool. So again, we'll just watch this nun strike me out. Oh yeah, I was swung on that like nobody's business. So, well, that is pretty much unbelievable. So, Dr. Fauci, whatever the hell, however you say it, don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep doing the doctor thing. Baseball's probably not for you. So, know your place. That's all. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got for today and today's ModMyMods news update. Again, if you guys have any suggestions when it comes down to the router, the wireless router, or anything like that, send me a message. Send me a link of what you think is probably the best one, or which one that I think I should, or you think that I should go with. Because, again, I don't really know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to wireless stuff like that. Again, I've always been a wired guy, but I would like to be able to improve our living status right now by giving everybody that's in the house a solid Wi-Fi connection that actually doesn't suck. Because it sucks right now. It's awful. So drop a comment, send me a message, whatever. Other than that, hopefully by Tuesday of next week, I will have a new router ordered. We can talk about that. We're going to try and work with Jeff on some more stuff from Jabal, our buddy that builds all the tables and stuff like that. I get a giveaway that's coming up as well, and a couple other things. So without you guys, I wouldn't be here doing it. So I will see you on Tuesday, and stay safe out there and have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you later.